Right, so I've called this "What Did You Want to Be?" Well, it's more in my case, of who I wanted to be. It began when I was 7 or just before. I don't know if you remember the Lone Ranger. Well, I wanted to be Tonto. I wanted to be Tonto because Tonto got to play tying up a lot more than the Lone Ranger ever did. The Lone Ranger seemed a bit of a stuffed shirt, bit of an old school teacher, whereas Tonto had all the exciting things. And did you notice their guns? Their Smith & Wesson, their Colts. They kept having to drop them on hard ground, and they could pick them up, and the firing mechanism hadn't been damaged at all. Marvellous. That and the fact that the chamber never seemed to run out of bullets when they were having firefights. The men from Uncle were supposed to be a cross between spies and law enforcement agents going around the world, but the main character, Napoleon Solo, looked like someone who should be advertising knitwear. Many of his photographs were of him leaning against a tree with a very fancy cardigan, or very sexy. This was in the early 60s and early and mid 60s, when cardigans were sexy. Yeah, I wanted to be Napoleon Solo. I even have a photograph of me pretending to use one of their pen-shaped communicators. Open Channel D. Don't know what Channel D was, but you remember that sort of thing. It was only later that I wanted to be John Steed. Another thing about Napoleon Solo was that he had a way with the ladies. So for ages I thought, just talking like that, very slowly, and having your voice compressed, and saying, "My name's Solo. How are you, my dear?" Was a way to get the ladies, and also being very laid back. Even in the way you moved was very laid back, as if you were doing a dance all the time, as if even walking, even standing still, you were jiving. Well, that was one of the first people I wanted to be. I even joined the Uncle Club, and I had my badge and everything. So I thought, I'm made. Look out, girls. The last one I wanted to be was when I was about 21, and I wanted to be Dan McCafferty. Dan McCafferty was the lead singer in a heavy rock group called Nazereth. And what I liked about him was his voice. It was very croaky, like that, very raspy, and I always thought that was very sexy. So I took up smoking gauloises and drinking milk stout a lot. And it was only when I saw an X-ray of how much my throat, my esophagus would have to be covered in tar to get that sound, that I decided, 1, that I didn't want to be Dan McCafferty anymore, and 2, that I would give up smoking before the black phlegm became too much and I drowned in it. So that was who the people I wanted to be. at the ages of 7, 14 and 21. I would like to know what you may have wanted to be. You may have wanted to be Cilla Black, Roy Orbison, or the Prime Minister, or Robin Day. I'd like to, or just actually have a career in mind. I would like to get some of your comments, if you would be so kind. Thank you.